Sound of My Voice is a wonderful little indie sci-fi drama concerning love, truth, and ultimately faith. Peter and Lorna are a couple drawn together more by circumstance and similarly tortured pasts than by actual romance. They join a cult with the intention of making a documentary to expose the group. It's not a spoiler to say that the experience becomes more than journalism at a certain point. In the cult, Lorna finds a community and Peter finds Maggie. Maggie is the odd, enticing leader of the group. She claims to be from the year 2054, a time traveler looking to collect a group of chosen ones. The movie draws you in as if you have actually become part of a similar brainwashing operation. At first, the performances seem stilted and the reveals feel obvious. By the close of the film, however, the pieces come together, and an ambiguous ending forces the viewer to call every scene into question. Though the plot is complicated and difficult to sort out, in a very good way, the movie's themes are obvious. All of these characters are searching for something to believe in. The movie ends with the Hot Chip song Thieves in the Night. The chorus of that song goes, "Happiness is what we all want." No matter how far into the future or past we travel, that remains the ultimate truth. These characters want to believe because, like all of us, they're yearning for comfort in the form of anything from a partner to a community to the assurance that, yes, they're doing the right thing. Trust me.
So, this film, well, I really liked the first three quarters of it, and I really wanted to love it, but the last quarter really ruined it.
How
for
so?
me.
I mean, obviously without spoilers, without giving it away.
Well, I think to say on the safe side of things that the film, I really did agree with what you said, that it started off, I like the fact that the movie started off just with them going into the cult and everything. There was no kind of broader intro to the actual story itself, but I just found that it was one of those plots that the writers were writing the movie, they had a good idea, they had a good story, but they didn't have a good ending, and that's what I felt. So, what about you?
Yeah, I really like the ending a lot because of its ambiguous nature,
Okay.
which I feel is maybe why you didn't like it.
It's definitely ambiguous, that's for sure.
Is that? Do you think that's the reason you didn't care for it?
Yeah, I guess that, and also I wanted something a little bit with a little bit more concrete ending. Something, I know it's one of those like, okay, let's put this together so the audience will think about it, but I don't buy that. I mean, like,
I think for me that worked because, first of all, I went to a coffee shop afterwards.
You did a lot of
I
research
spent half
on
an
it.
hour
Wow.
scribbling my notebook, trying to piece together all the mysteries in the movie.
Decipher.
But yeah, I think it did work because I think the whole movie's about faith, and in faith, you don't have an answer.
Okay.
You don't, you know, if you have faith in a religion or something, you don't
Yeah.
get, no, you're right, you got it at the end.
Do you,
It's constantly this ambiguous, I have to believe in this one thing. And I think that's what the movie pushes you as a viewer to do.
I think the film itself also questioned the idea of faith, and I think that's what was definitely one of its central themes. But the acting was very good. That's one thing I did like about the film. I know a lot, I think the main actress, I forget her name, but she was involved in writing the film, and you know, that's something. I mean, it had good writing, but it didn't. I just didn't like the ending, and the ending is something obviously I really wanted to be satisfied with, as with most movies that I see. So,
do you think you'd still recommend it as an overall
yeah,
experience?
I would recommend the film because it would be something that I want people to see and to kind of judge for themselves. I don't think it's a bad movie, but I think it's one of those films where either you're going to really love it and say this is brilliant, or you're just going to hate it and say, wow, okay, so.
Drop us a comment below and let us know what you thought of Sound of My Voice. While you're at it, subscribe to our channel or visit us at frequencytv.com/POA. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, LiveJournal, Excite pages, you know, whatever social media you use. We just want attention.